Welcome people of YouTube, thank you for clicking on this video. Disconnect to reconnect. What do I mean by this? So you've probably noticed that I haven't been very active on posting videos lately. I posted one this week, a little bricklaying video. And that was my first little entrance back onto posting videos again. It's not that I've fallen out with job, it's not that I've lost interest. It's just that sometimes it's good to have time for yourself and disconnect from social media and technology. These things are so addictive. You think of it from a biological point of view. Now, I do use eye comfort on my phone now, but look at what that's doing to my face. Look at what it constantly is. Just light going into your eyes all the time. Artificial light going into your eyes all the time, information going into your brain all the time, constant fear of missing out, feeling like you've missed something, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and reading and digesting and taking in so many impressions all the time, and it really alters your perspective on life, on yourself. It can be quite unhealthy to be constantly digesting technology, information, social media. It makes us feel like we're connected when truly we aren't. We aren't connected in the sense of true connection, realistic and reality. You know, it's a false sense of reality. Instagram and Facebook aren't a place, they're not real. It's where we choose to put information. And when people put information places, they can choose how that information is presented. And it's just having time to disconnect. Just for a week. For me, it was a few weeks. It was a few weeks of just choosing not to go on social media. And it's hard. It is so fucking hard this day and age because your brain just tells you to do it. For a prime example, I'll just give you a little run of my day. So I'm thinking, I don't use my phone at work a lot anyways because I zip it in my work bag or I find somewhere to put it so it's out of the way and I can just lay my bricks and do my building. But yeah, getting into my van at dinner time, straight out. And then I have to stop myself. Well, what are you doing? So I'd pick my book up that's on the dashboard and do it that way. But the immediate draw to it, it's just a constant thing of, oh, I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's happening. And you're never missing out on anything. And I think it was maybe a few weeks ago, Facebook and Instagram went down. And that was kind of when I've distanced myself from it since that day. Was because I realised that I'll never want a sense of dependency on these things. If these things shut down tomorrow, we should be okay. We should be fine. We shouldn't lose it. And I feel like if social media shut down completely, like what would people do if Facebook and Instagram just stopped? That would be people's livelihoods gone. Because people are so attached and so interconnected and intertwined with this false sense of reality. It made me realise that the biggest and most important connection we have is with people and with ourselves, people around us. Putting social media down and connecting with those around you who you see on a daily basis is a lot more beneficial, a lot more fulfilling, because you're creating a proper relationship. And I'm not saying proper relationships can't happen on social media. I'm not saying any of this because I know there's many factors to it all. All I'm saying is that constantly being connected to this thing, like I know people, I used to be the same. Wake up first thing in the morning, you're talking, the first thing you do is straight on social media. The first thing you see is straight on social media. That has put a glaze on your view of the day. You know, whatever you might read something sad, you might read something happy, you might, there's so many things that it affects. Disconnect to reconnect. Another little story that I'm going to hit you with. So I went to a little reggae festival over in near a town called Sheffield, and I went with my brother. and me and my brother were really good at doing this, is that when we're in company together, we never go on as phones. We're with each other, and that is it. Because there is nobody else that's more important than what's going on with what we're doing. We're having a night out together, we're having some time together, and it's just about me and him chatting and conversating and whatever. And I'm not objecting to this, but we've found that when we looked around the room, there was more people that was spending the night looking through the phone, videoing the night out, rather than just actually enjoying the time. And it kind of brought home to me how important social media is for people, and how that sense of wanting everyone to know what you're doing, or wanting everyone to know that you're living something and being something, and that sense of purpose coming from that. And I found it quite, not sad, but it was quite, it was moving in a sense, because people have lost the sense of worthiness. They have to make the world see or seem like that they're doing something, or they are something. It's constant impressions, it's constant what you want people to see on social media. And I guess I use that myself. I network, and I network my videos, and I network my content. But what I would like to say is that what I do is real. Like, none of this is scripted. It's talking from my heart and my head, and it's about honest stuff. Some people create content for many other reasons, but for fulfilling a sense of self-worth, then that is a upset and sad person. You think about it. The only way they can feel worthy is through likes, or through popularity, or through, being seen as doing something. Just put the technology down for a bit, man. If you just cut yourself off from technology for a week, just cut social media out of your life for a week and see how you feel as an individual. You'll spend more time with your family. You'll spend more time... Because the thing is, when we do spend time with family, everybody's just looking at the phones. You go out for a meal and you'll see people just looking at the phones, not even communicating with the person in front of them. Or they're looking at the Facebook or videos and then showing the person they're sat with. We're losing social skills through social media. We're losing how to bond with one another through it, Just put it down. Put it down for a week. See how you feel. Connect with yourself. Connect with your surroundings. Connect with your family. Connect with everyone around you. Almost what I realised is how influential social media can be just by putting it down for a bit. Influencing your decisions, influencing your opinions, your perspective. It's amazing how much these things do affect us. And as I said, from a biological level, constantly staring into a phone screen like this at all hours of the day, what other animal on the planet do you see doing that? It's not right. All the other animals and insects that live around us live through the sun cycle. Oh, it's dark now, let's go to bed. There's only us who live under artificial light and keep ourselves and his brains frying away, and all this humming and electric and radioactiveness going on around us. Yeah, man. So that's where I've been. I've been disconnecting to reconnecting. The main thing I can say is, put the technology down and get out into nature, man. That is where life is thriving. That is where life is, and that is what we are. We are nature. We are the leaves, we are the trees, we are the wind, we're the rain, we're the sun. We're a part of that. We're not wires. We're not frequency. We're not fucking, plugged into a wall. That's not what we are. Part of the biometrics in the world. So if you made it this far and you've listened to me ramble on about all my crazy shit, I thank you, and I hope life is blessing you. Stay tuned for more content. I've got more stuff processing. I just had to have a little bit of time off, a little bit of time to reflect, and I'm coming back with a bang. There's going to be more fun stuff. I'm going to keep on with my bricklaying videos. I've had a fair few comments about that, good and bad. But yeah, we move and life is thriving, you know. Find a purpose in life and stick to it and live by it. And don't get swayed around through media and what's popular and what everybody's saying. Find your own voice, find your own standpoint, and stay strong. Keep your head and shoulders high. Yeah, man.